The question of what happens after death is one of the oldest and most profound mysteries of human existence. Across cultures and generations, people have wondered, is there an afterlife? Does life simply end, or does the soul return in another form? These questions touch the core of our existence and shape how we live our lives. To explore this, let's first consider the idea of non-existence. Some argue that when we die, we simply cease to exist, much like a candle extinguished. But this raises deeper questions. If life ends at death, why do we have an innate desire for meaning and purpose? Why do we sense that there's more to existence than the physical world we see? The very act of contemplating death suggests that we feel there is something beyond it. Then there's the concept of reincarnation, the idea that the soul is reborn into another life. This belief seeks to explain justice, growth and purpose. If someone suffers in this life, perhaps they are paying for past actions. If they live virtuously, they might be rewarded in the next. But while reincarnation addresses some aspects of fairness, it also leaves questions unanswered. Why do we have no memory of previous lives? If each life is meant to teach us something, wouldn't we need that memory to grow? And if the cycle of rebirth continues indefinitely, what is its ultimate goal? The idea of an afterlife suggests a realm beyond this world where life continues in some form. It offers a framework for justice and accountability. Those who commit wrongs but escape consequences in this world face them after death. And those who suffer unjustly may find peace and reward. But this concept isn't just about punishment or reward, it's also about purpose. If there is an afterlife, then this life is not random. It becomes a journey, a test, or a preparation for something greater. When we look at the world around us, we see systems of incredible precision and purpose. The universe is not chaotic. It follows laws that are finely tuned. From the cycles of nature to the complexity of human life, everything points to intention. If the physical world operates with such order, could it be that life itself follows a greater design? Could the afterlife be the continuation of that design? Another clue lies in human nature. Across cultures, people instinctively seek meaning. We are driven to ask, why am I here? What happens next? These questions are universal, as if they are hardwired into us. It's as though we were created with an awareness that this life is not the end. Consider also the idea of morality. We instinctively recognize right and wrong. We feel guilt when we harm others and peace when we act kindly. But if life simply ends at death, why would these feelings matter? Why would we care about justice if no ultimate accountability exists? The sense of morality within us points to a deeper truth, that our actions have consequences beyond this life. Then, there's the mystery of human consciousness. Unlike animals, we reflect on our existence and question what lies beyond. This ability to wonder about the afterlife sets us apart and suggests that we were made to ask these questions. It's as if we were given a glimpse of something greater, a reminder that this life is part of a larger story. Some argue that belief in an afterlife is simply a way to cope with the fear of death. But what if that longing for something beyond is not just wishful thinking? What if it's a signpost, pointing us toward a reality that our physical senses cannot grasp? After all, just because we cannot see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Science often deals with the physical and measurable, but even science recognizes that there are limits to what we can observe. Concepts like dark matter and energy show that much of the universe is beyond our direct perception. If the physical world holds mysteries, how much more might the spiritual realm? Ultimately, the idea of an afterlife challenges us to think about our actions and purpose. If this life is all there is, then everything we do is fleeting. But if there is more, then every choice carries eternal significance. This belief urges us to live with intention, to seek truth, and to act with compassion and justice. So, what happens after death? The possibilities, non-existence, reincarnation, or an afterlife, offer different views of justice, purpose, and meaning. But the fact that we even ask these questions suggests something profound. Perhaps the answer lies not just in evidence, but in the very design of our nature. We were made to wonder, to seek, and to hope for something beyond. And perhaps that hope is itself a glimpse of the truth.